Before I get started, I'd like to explain my 7 card Know Thyself or Know Yourself spread that I'll be using for the readings. I gave it this moniker because it's easy to understand the meaning of the 3 top cards of the spread. The top left-hand card is What You Know. The central card is What Can Be or Is Yours. And the card on the right is Self or Self-Awareness. 3 mini Rider-Waite cards will be the clarification cards underneath the main cards. And the card on the right will be the future card. Hi there, Aries. Let's see what's in store for you in your Ides of March tarot reading. Then after that, I'll do a I Ching reading for you. The top left-hand card for What You Know is the King of Pentacles. He's the king of practical matters, a pragmatist. His realistic goals are his key to success, and let me emphasize realistic in realistic goals. He's good at the demanding skills of making money, but financial gain is not completely the focus of his quest. Wealth can come in many different flavors in the sense that it can be spiritual, physical, and financial well-being to yield multiple dividends in many different ways. He strives for win-win situations where all can profit and engages in trustworthy agreements with foreseeable success. Might sound funny, but kings are the forerunners of the tarot cards. They trump the ace in the respects that an ace is only a promise. And kings have gained wisdom through empirical observations and practical experience, giving them worldly knowledge that can lead them to success, while realizing at the same time that money doesn't necessarily bring happiness, but as we all know, it brings luxury and comfort. The clarification card is the Ten of Pentacles. It's the happiness card, so whatever the king had done, it did bring happiness, and now it's giving you a feeling of a respite of stability and contentment. It's like you've feathered a nest into a temporary comfort zone. However, 10 is the number of endings and new beginnings and a rebirth sense, and it appears that it's time to shake things up a bit and move on. You've hit an equilibrium, and now you seek a new equilibrium. In the interim, you know and you actually expect that there should be some disorder. Everything goes from disorder to order and order to disorder. This is what in physics they call entropy. This is also a brief chemical stability in chemistry. Once the system is disrupted, then the equilibrium seeks a new one. In What Can Be or Is Yours, you receive the 9 of Cups, the Wish card. Luck can be or is yours. But in this instance, you might not get all that you wished for, but in retrospect, you understand that perhaps everything worked out for the best. I guess what I'm trying to say is, don't get into anything with a grandiose preconceived idea and then become disappointed if you don't receive it all. Clarification card is the Ten of Wands. I call this the heavy load card, and although everything seems to have worked out for you and you had a short window of comfortable success, you realize that you took a lot of responsibility and work on that, maybe too much. But in the end, it worked out for you. But then again, here you're at another 10 card for endings and new beginnings. Just like the 10 of Pentacles, now you have the 10 of Wands. These last 4 cards, the King of Pentacles, the Wish card, and 2 10 cards, all are screaming new beginnings. You're seeking something, or maybe seeking new horizons to conquer, would be a better way to say it. The Self or Self-Awareness card is the High Priestess. I have a feeling that somewhere, somehow, there's a cosmic connection of intuition working here, and something about right place, right time feeling. The priestess is the translator of the heavenly to the earthly, and I'm thinking here that the messages came because they were always present, but now you're able to understand her subtle messages and perhaps with more uncensored clarity. And the clarification card is another major arcana card. It's the death card. It has spiritual exploration written all over it for me, with the high priestess above it. Something about the veil between the dimensions has thinned or had thinned, and it caused some kind of destined transformation. This realization of change might just sneak up on you. I know myself that I don't realize sometimes that I'm transforming until I pop out the back end of it, and all of a sudden, oh, hey, I transformed. And then other times, it's an epiphany in the duration of your transformation. And when you come to this realization, you want to throw the window open and yell, I'm changing, to the world. Now, the future card is the next natural progression from transformation. It's the Six of Swords. It's about moving on, and I don't think this is like a dramatic moving on, like you're divorcing or escaping. It could be for some, but not for all. It's more of just calm circumstances of moving on. It's just ripples instead of a tsunami, and the death card is urging you to move on. It's just the natural course right now of time. The death card goes by its own time. Regardless of how much you kick and scream, the transformation is going to happen when it's in the natural course of a flowing river. It's saying, too, that you're seeking new horizons and greater things. You had great things from all the Pentacle cards and the Wish card. You had connections with yourself and intuition. You're changing, and now you're moving forward. And I wish you acceptance, peace, and happiness.